Hey yo, what is up Knights? Aegis Rick here, bringing you the update for the 9th of January. And if I may be so bold, we are starting the year off right with the newly released Knight's Second Awakening, Dreadnought, and Savior. Now if I'm being honest, if this isn't very interesting to you, then that kind of takes the wind out of the sails. The other events are relatively tame, but I speculate the next update in a few weeks will probably make up for it. Also, this video is pretty early this time. That's because Neopal didn't drip feed the scoop and gave us all of the update info 2 days prior. As long as I've got that, we're gonna be on track with our goal of every update video recap for 2018. But anyway, are you ready? Oh, let's go. Well, no use beating around the bush. The Knight's Second Awakening for Dragon Knight and Lightbringer are released. You've been watching some gameplay of the two thus far, and I gotta say, well, they sure are nice. Having another dragon riding skill is amazing for the leveling scene at least, and shooting the world with your dragon is pretty dope. My favorite, of course, is gonna be this fake lightning dance sort of move that makes mincemeat out of all enemies on screen. Not bad. I've already got a meat-related buff anyway. The Savior Awakening gave some ease of use with the damage and wings. She's got one of her biggest AoEs, and maybe more importantly, we've got a grouping skill now that doesn't force us to expend all of our feathers on use. The Second Awakening serves as an AoE heal and damage skill by help of the Archangel, which is flashy as all hell. But with a class like this, it really isn't all that surprising. On top of this, items of course have been adjusted to include the Second Awakenings, and some skills have already been adjusted for both classes, making them work more fluidly and or reducing their SP cost. I have a lot more to discuss on how I feel about these classes and awakenings in each of their individual DFO Blitz videos, which will certainly be bumped up to the next two in line, so expect those soon. But enough gushing over these two. What about the events? Remember that we've got events for every single update period. Not everyone is going to be stellar, and like I alluded to at the start, these may not knock it out of the park, but these are not events you want to just blow off. There are two exclusive proc equipments to get from these events. We've only ever gotten two in the past with Starfall and Darkness Auto, and both of these are incredibly viable even in this day and age. Without knowing the power of them now, it may be jumping the gun, but you probably shouldn't miss them regardless. The first event that you get them in is the New Year's resolution. Look, you aren't fooling anyone, man. Everybody already knows. Your resolution is to hit the gym and tone up, baby. To help you do that, we've got a personal trainer, Ha Bung, in Syria's room. For the next 2 weeks, she'll be keeping in touch via cell phone to tell you your training regimen. Completing your tasks while doing optimal level dungeons will give you a break time item, of which you can expend at Ha Bung to get these rewards. Standard stuff, really. One of which is one of the proc equipments, a magic stone dumbbell, which apparently makes some kind of dumbbell storm randomly on hit. The other two event exclusive proc equipments have been sub equipments, so if you want to wear two, well, this one is a magic stone. I also figured I should mention that the cell phone this event is focused around is actually an enormous Easter egg on its own. Play around with it. There's a lot of apps like games and even alarms like a real phone. In fact, it's so in depth, I'm actually more impressed that they didn't just make it an event based on the phone itself. Damn, I suck at this game. You've got another visitor in Syria's room though, this time the multi-dimensional girl. Now, I don't recommend it on a regular basis, but this girl is offering to take you to an interdimensional odyssey. Going with her will allow you to enter a random choice of 10 different event dungeons, of which you are permitted to enter 3 times a day. Clearing any of the dungeons 4 times will grant you a specific reward as indicated here, and every dungeon clearance in this region will give you a life spring item which can be used again at the interdimensional girl. Like before, it's pretty standard stuff, with the key items being a unique title as well as the brick box proc sub equipment, man that's a tongue twister, which will unleash a brick bomb randomly on attack. Smashing! The last event is the easiest to explain, easiest to do, and well, for some people might be the most useful. Just do 1 optimal level dungeon a week to receive 10 Hell Party passes, with the New Year's attendance event. This event is lasting for the next 5 weeks with a small caveat. If you miss a week for whatever reason, you can still make up that week for the Hell Party passes, but the requirements are going to be drastically increased. Let's just say at least 100-fold. Look, a whole week is a lot of time to do one single dungeon. No excuse as to why I should ever come to that, really. I'll end the video with some sales going on. Of course, with the release of all Second Awakenings, we are getting petite pets to go with them. Here they are. Oh, that's gold, man. Definitely am not going to be missing these. We've got new Lost Treasure items for the month of January, including the silver prize being a Pandemonium Elemental bead, which is a bead we've gotten before that gives 15 all elemental damage on your accessories. Really good. And our gold prize we've seen several times before is a Golden Amplification Grimoire. Obviously really nice for when you don't have any curse gear and you want to put some interdimensional energy on it. There is the Lucky Bag 2018 sale going on, which is like a cheap, efficient grab bag. You purchase a bag for a chance at one of the items as indicated in the bag. Whichever one you get, it's worth the price, which is only a few bucks per box anyway. The Hell Mode box in particular isn't RNG. Get that one if any. Just remember that it's one box per account, so good luck. Lastly, we've got these snowman avatars for sale. Whoa, holy shit, man. Dude, I know MJ wrote this shit. He's the only one capable of being this savage, man. Shit. Anyway, I guess MJ was saying that some fucked up people actually wanted this avatar, so here it is. It doesn't cost any Sarah, instead it costs 7 million gold. And I can think of a million different things I'd rather buy with that money, but hey, it's time for those 5 people that actually wanted this to pony up or shut up. And that about concludes our update for the next few weeks. Like I said, it's not that exciting, but a ton of events are ending on the 23rd, which leads me to believe that something great this way comes. Speaking of the 23rd, mileage is going to reset at that date, so don't forget to use yours up far before then. But anyway guys, hope this video recap was informative, and I will catch you knights later.